Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up.
What's up, guys? Got a new video blog here for you. All about finding the right workout routine for you. Not everybody's body is the same. Not everybody's body is going to respond the same as the next person. We're going to talk about people that are first starting out. People that are trying to lose weight and to gain weight, and people that just don't like the gym. What can they do to, supplement something else in there? So people that are just starting, just want to find a workout routine to just get started. That's just the hardest part. People want to get in shape. People want to start living healthier lives, but they don't know how to. They don't know how to start. So let's just say you can go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Say that's the only time you can go to the gym in the beginning. Only time you can go to the gym because everybody's got something else to do, What can they do? They can try something basic. If you're just starting out, you don't want to go in there and do something you never did before. Maybe you haven't done any of it before. But just go in there, and everybody knows what the bench press is and stuff like that. So go in there and do something that you know. As far as the routine goes, everybody talks about push-pull. That's a great start. That's a great start. Like chest and triceps on Monday, Wednesday's your back and biceps, and then Friday is your shoulders and legs. And you don't want to go in there and do as much weight as you can when you're first starting out. That's not a good thing to do. Your muscles are going to be way too sore to even work out the next week, and you're not going to want to do it. So go in there and just condition the muscles. Just work them. Do the bar if you have to. Just do the bar. Do 15, 10-pound dumbbells, doing something. But as far as, you want to work out your bigger muscle groups first. When I say bigger muscle groups, I mean, on a chest and tricep day, you're going to want to work your chest first. Why do you want to do that? Is because you're using your triceps to work your chest. So your triceps are going to be warmed up by the time you get to them. Same thing with back and biceps. You're using your biceps when you do your back. So you want to do your bigger muscle groups first, and that's going to help a lot with conditioning. Do about 15 to 20 reps. Go heavy. Yeah, you can go heavy at the first couple weeks, but don't overdo it. Don't do something that you can only do 4 repetitions on. Do that later on when you have a consistent workout schedule, because that's the hardest part, is the consistency part. You get in there the first week and you're ready to go, you're all amped up, and then you might fall back into what you did before, and that was not coming to the gym. So you just want to start out with something even do a full body workout every other day for the first maybe 2 weeks. Just conditioning all that muscles, knocking the rust off to back when you were a kid or something, playing football or baseball. So the next thing, if you don't like the gym, what can you do to still get in shape and still work out? A lot of people don't like the atmosphere of the gym. Well, you can't go in there thinking like that. You have to know that the only person you're trying to impress is you. When you're trying to work out, you shouldn't have any other competitors. You just have to know that person in the mirror is the person I'm trying to be. What can you do as far as working out? You can go for a run, you can go for a walk, you can go for a hike with your friends or something. You can do body weight dips on the couch. You can do squats, just body weight squats, stuff like that. It's not that hard to sit down and do a couple crunches, is it? You can do push-ups. You can find some place to do pull-ups. You can work out in your home if you don't really like the gym. You can go out for a run. It's not that hard to find something. You can fill up a suitcase or a bag or something, lay on the ground and bench press it. Just fill it with clothes or something. You can sit there and curl the bags. There's just plenty of stuff out there around your house that you can do that'll give you a workout, a 30-45 minute workout with a couple bodyweight exercises. Grab a bag or two and curl them, bench press them, do a couple crunches, go for a run, go for a walk, take your dog for a walk. It's just all exercise, guys. It works. For those people that are trying to lose weight, we'll talk about the pros and cons to both lifting and, you know, cardio on the treadmill or the stationary bike or the elliptical or the row machine, something like that. When you're doing those cardio exercises on the treadmill and stuff like that, and you know, you might not be able to do that every single day of the week. You could do it a couple times a week, but when you do that cardio on the treadmill or the elliptical or something like that, when you step off of that, you stop burning those calories. To where when you do weightlifting exercises and you get done, your body's consistently through a longer period of time after that workout is burning those calories, because you just broke down all that muscle, so your body is burning these calories trying to rebuild. So if you're trying to lose weight and you try to say, like I said before, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, say that's when you go to the gym, and you do a push-pull exercise like that, you want to work those bigger muscle groups first, and then like chest and triceps. Again, you want to do 6 or 7 exercises that day, 4 sets each exercise, and do about 20 to 30 reps per exercise. And you want to do that with like a 60-second, like a minute interval in between each one, in between each set, in between each exercise. It has to be fast, because when you guys are trying to lose weight, if you're ever on the treadmill and you see up in the corner of the treadmill they have that heart rate meter. Well, if you notice, if you ever looked at it, if you have a lower heart rate for a longer period of time on there, then like it has the fat. It says if you're trying to burn fat, you want a lower heart rate for a longer period of time. Which is if you're trying to do a cardio workout, then you want a higher heart rate for a longer period of time. Now, if you ever look at marathon runners versus sprinters, the marathon runner, you put them up against each other. The marathon runner is a lot more skinnier. There's no fat on that guy. It's a lot more skinnier. And then the sprinter is a guy that's muscular. His legs are huge. Because that guy that's a marathon runner has a lower heart rate for a longer period of time, so he burns all that fat. Just like if you're working out and you have that, and you do those 7 exercises, 4 sets each exercise, and you do 20-30 reps of that exercise for a 60-second rest period in between all of that, it's like running a marathon, man. You're going to be burning all that fat. Your heart rate's going to be elevated for a longer period of time. And then those sprinters have a higher heart rate because they're sprinting for a longer period of time. That their muscles they have to rebuild those muscles. You know, so the next time they can go faster and faster. So that's a little difference between the two. If you can do the weightlifting, like I said before, you do the weightlifting for 6 or 7 exercises, 4 sets of exercise, and then do 20-30 reps during that exercise for a 60-second interval period, you're going to have that elevated heart rate, maybe not max, but that elevated heart rate for a longer period of time, and you're going to burn that fat. So now on the guys that are trying to gain weight, if you're trying to gain weight, you have to not do as much cardio. Your metabolism is going to be, too high for you to actually store all that. You want to do like 1 body part a day. Do your chest, your back, same push-pull kind of method, but it's every other day. You do a chest, your back the next day, You can do your shoulders the next day, and then do arms together, but more bicep than tricep, because you're working your tricep, like I said before, when you do your shoulders and your chest. You're working that. You're working your triceps. So mainly, maybe some tricep exercises just to target all the heads in the tricep, but mainly your bicep. And then your legs all throughout the week. And you want to do, if you're trying to gain weight, you want to do those multi-joint exercises, more of them. Multi-joint exercises meaning those bench presses, the deadlifts, squats, military press, all barbell exercises, because when you're just doing dumbbells obviously are going to be good and beneficial for people trying to gain weight, but when you're doing barbells, you're using more muscles to press them, to deadlift. You're using your legs and your back, and you're holding on to that damn bar. You're doing squats, you're doing military press, you're using all these joints. That's what I mean by multi-joint exercises. You're using all these joints, and that's more that you're going to break down a lot more muscle. So when you go in to, refueling the body, all that muscle, you're going to be rebuilding more. And as far as repetition goes, you want to do about 12 in the beginning, and then go down maybe to 6, sometimes 4. Don't do no 1 rep maxes. That's working the muscle to the max, yes, but if you do a set of 4 that's pretty heavy, then your body's going to respond more. It's going to break down more muscle. To the next time you can put more weight on and do 4. Your body's going to adapt, that muscle memory. If like I said, you want to do less cardio, have a little longer rest in between sets. So you still do the 6 or 7 exercises, but you want to do those multi-joint exercises. So you're doing biceps, you want to do more barbell curls. You don't want to do too many dumbbell exercises. For chest, you want to do a lot of pullovers on the bench. You want to do a lot more just your bench presses, your incline, flat, and decline. And you want to do, about 12 in the beginning. You want to do 10, 8, 6, with about, you don't want to be doing it too close as like 60 seconds, but you want to do, a little more rest, maybe 2 minutes, something like that. But that's pretty much, finding a workout routine that works for you guys. You want to find something, if you don't like the gym, if you're first starting, that's the most important part. And all this stuff, guys, it's all about consistency. You can't just go to the gym for a month and, you really don't see that many results. You will see some results, obviously, because you're putting in the work, but over a longer period of time, guys, you're going to see that, your work's going to pay off. You're going to look in the mirror, like I said, and you're going to see that guy or girl, and, that's the person you want to beat, guys. It's not about what other people think about you. It's not about all that crap. Society is filled with people that don't reach their full potential because they're trying to impress the wrong people. If they're not your boss, if they're not, somebody that you need to impress to get somewhere in life, then who cares what they think? It's not about that, guys. They don't pay your bills, so why the hell do you care? A lot of this stuff, guys, it's about diet too. We'll talk about that some other time, but you want a consistent diet. You don't want to just put in the work. You don't want to try to, you do that weight gain or weight loss exercise for a consistent period of time. You're doing it for like 6 months and you're loving it, and it's you're switching it up and you see results, but you're not going to see good results without a good diet, guys. So say the word diet. It's really not a certain diet. A diet is what you consistently eat every day, every week, every month, stuff like that. But really, guys, you just want to do this for yourself. If you're not in the gym now, if not now, then when? You just got to start, guys. Putting one foot in front of the other. If you're already in the gym, make sure you have a routine. Make sure you have consistency. Consistency is the biggest thing when it comes to exercise, guys. So you just want to find that right workout routine for you. Put in the work now, and you're going to see those results, guys. So thanks for watching.
Like we always do with this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up.